Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I'll tell you, the Dragonborn comes. Yes, that's right. That's the Dragonborn song. I'm not gonna keep singing. Sorry. Uh, well, here I am once again with my art journal, showing you what I'm capable of. Recently, I've been very whimsical lately. I don't know why. I posted this on my Instagram, and I was like, I didn't know what to say about the whole thing because, um, dragons have been my favorite thing for a long time, and I thought it would be cool doing something like this for my art journal. Now, what you're looking at is basically me drawing and drawing the background with watercolor pencils. I love watercolor pencils. They're like my favorite. And I was just trying to make, one of those nice evening sunset kind of thing. And I kind of did some research about that, and I came up with the colors. Well, at least the colors I had. So, some red, some orange, some yellow, some purple, and then for the bottom part I used brown because I needed some ground. So, yep, that's right. If you don't know what the Dragonborn is, well, I'm a big fan of one of the best games I believe ever existed for video game consoles, which is from Bethesda. The name of the game is Skyrim, and the story is that you're basically a Dragonborn, and you are out there fighting with dragons and I don't know, weird and crazy uh, monsters and people too. But it's really cool. That's my favorite game of all time and very inspiring. The artwork for that game was, I mean, I'm speechless. I can't tell you. You have to go watch a trailer or something about it because the artwork for that game was unbelievable. But anyway, I'm here now trying to. I finally cut out Tim Holt's die, which is a bird cage with a foam, and I wanted to create the. I want to do a castle, and I want to create a door, and then all of a sudden I want to start with my archival ink, because I'm in that whimsical mood. And guess what? I didn't. It's running out, and it's like very frustrating. So I ended up using my Versafine, and there you see I'm stamping. I figure out if I put that, foam thingy on a CD, like the inner part of a CD will work, as a block. So it kind of worked a little bit, not too much, but it did a little bit. Now I'm trying to draw, or attempting to draw a castle. This is more like a cartoonish thing. I'm not really doing, some super illustration artwork here. I'm just having fun trying to figure out what I want to do because I had this wonderful stat that you will see now. Um, Basically, I'm going through. I first traced my castle with pencil, and then now I'm going with my black suit distress marker, creating all the lines and things like that. So I I really love the way this page ended up because it's very peaceful for some reason. Even though you see creatures and things, I don't know. That's the feeling I have. So now I decided to go with my acrylic. That's black acrylic paint, and fill out all those lines. to make the castle stand out. And yeah, very fun to do. I love everything that has to be related with dragons and castles and knights and all this crazy stuff. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. But here we are, trying to be creative. I do like, definitely think one of my favorite things is working with my art journal, definitely. I mean, I've seen people out there creating stuff that it's unbelievable, but I think I'm not that bad. I manage here and there. Just to relax and, show you what I'm capable of. So yeah, the castle came out really cool with that birdcage simulating a door. So I really like it because if you see it from far, it kind of gives a little bit of that three-dimensional look for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if you see it right now, you kind of have that illusion. I do. Maybe it's my eyes. Anyway, this video has been crazy to render, to make. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with my editing software, but this is my probably third attempt to make this video for you happen. And I lost a part of the video as well. But anyway, now I came up with my new Team Hall stamps. These are the mixed media stamps that I'm loving very much. And I also try again my color box mixed media ink, which is colored jasmine, which is white. This is, I mean, like, I'm telling you, that white thing is like the perfect ink for this art journaling business. I really like the way it comes out, and you can clean very easy your stamps. And I got another nice Team Hall stamp, trying to create vines around it just to give that little look of, then again, oldish kind of thing. And I took my Dusty Concord from Distress Inks to keep that purplish going on a little bit. It's very subtle. It's really very subtle here, but you can actually see a little bit. I mean, like, probably not on the video, but if you see it in real life, you will see those vines coming out. So yeah, very good. And I spray some water to create more of that distress look. Dry it out a little bit. It's all about the feeling. That's the way I make these pages. How I feel, what I do, what happened through the day. And it looks like I felt peacefully that day, because I did this like 3 days ago. But anyway, here we go. Now I got my beautiful stamp. This is a dragon stamp I have, which is very rare I use this stamp, but it's amazing, very detailed. And I thought I would color it with my distress marker. Lately I've been in such a rush of coloring everything I see. I want to just color. And my distress markers, I love coloring. I really do love how the way, it makes that vintage sort of look. I don't even know if I get Copics. Copics are a different story, but I really want some Copics badly. But for now, my distress inks are the best thing ever, and I'm having lots of fun with them because I'm learning a lot of techniques. I every time I color something, I get better and better and better. I wasn't really too happy with the dragon, but for the purpose that I was doing, which was the art journal, it was fine. Now, if I would have put this on a card, I would have done it all over again. So there I show you the colors. I didn't tell you, but I show you the colors. There were many colors involved here, especially the greens, the yellows, the browns. the dragon, you know, stands out for itself, and the dragon also looks in, it's not aggressive. He is in like in a calm position, which helps a lot, you know, with the creation I made, because it's very relaxing. I'm telling you. There's only one element that it's a little bit aggressive, but it's so cute. You'll see what I mean when you finish watching at the end. But I love it. I really do. I mean, coloring for me is really cool. I've been coloring since I was very little. I used to color, you know, those big books with a lot of things to color in, and I always the my thing was to go when I was going out, you know, uh, they I just wanted colors and a coloring book. That's all I wanted. So coloring for me, it's really important in my art. It really is. The distress markers are very tricky. They're not as easy as if you would get other markers, but once you get the swing, you'll see that the results are amazing. So this dragon is kind of big. The stamp, it's probably, I would say, 4 by 5 or something like that, probably, or 4 by 3, something like that. But it's really nice. I really love it, and I hope you like. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that love dragons, and the thing that really impulsed me to start this channel was making dragons with polymer clay, and I'm kind of missing it, so that's why I made this coloring little thing from my art journal. Just thought it was really cute. That's when I come and tell you that even, you know, a lot of people do coloring just for the cards or some other projects that they're doing, but you can actually mix your coloring techniques and for your art journal. You know, it's not all about throwing paint in a notebook or a book, you know, or a sketchbook. It's also trying to create something unique and different. So I thought it would be cool, including definitely coloring on my art journal. I did a lot of techniques that I try out in this video. They're very interesting sometimes, and I, you know, the more I make these pages, the more creative I get, and the more I want to do, and the more different techniques I want to apply. So it's actually pretty cool. So yes, there's nothing more fun to do what you love, right? And if you love the image that you are coloring, then you will have more fun. So now I'm tracing, let's see, where we're tracing here with, oh, there we go, with, I can't remember that. I think that was, the antique linen, maybe, or a little bit darker color. And then I'm going, and I paint the eye red, which you can barely see in this video, but I did. Um, then I went with my water again through the image, and then that's what I got. Then I thought that it still needed it a little bit more of the shadows. I also, when I was coloring the dragon, I noticed that I got the wrong paper. Because actually, to color with your distress markers, you need watercolor paper. That's the best paper to work with. Now, there's different type of watercolor paper, so I guess you will have to go out and venture yourself and pick up the best one, because I guess all the stores carry different color paper. But I just use regular color paper. Regular color paper from Michaels. It wasn't that expensive, but it's the feeling of it is sort of like a cardstock. So it's kind of nice to work with. So now I'm going through with one of the greens, trying to make more shadows, give a little bit of definition to the dragon. I did use I did use a lot my water brush pencil, just to blend all the colors and try to make the dragon more prominent. A lot of drying too, because once you dry, it's better. So there it is. I fussy cut it. That's the part I missed, where I fussy cut the dragon, and then what I did was run it through my siren, and boom, the dragon was there, and it started giving life to my page. So then I decided to make some trees around the area, because of course, the castles and the dragons were in the forest with a lot of trees. So I didn't make a lot of trees, but I used vintage photo and peel paint for this one. So this is another technique that I learned, that you just grab a stamp and then you color the stamp with the distress marker. So you will create like two different colors in one stamp, and actually it's really, really cool. So I love the results. Maybe you can't appreciate that in this video very well because the camera is a little bit far away, but the trees came out lovely. They're very natural, very subtle, very nice. So yeah, cool technique. You learn from the masters, and then boom, you create your own thing, and looking good, looking good. So now I kind of like, went through a little bit with the marker, because there were places that were a little bit missing, and I just want the whole thing to go through. There you go. I did a little bit of close-up of that. And I love the trees. I really did love the trees, how they came out. Now the dragon looks huge. Now in the castle it's like bigger, but what I'm doing right now, it's that hostile little thing that I told you that was the only thing that was aggressive in my page, which is a little knight trying to fight the dragon, and it's kind of cute. I really love the way he looks, and the way, he's trying to get to the dragon, and the dragon is just sitting there looking at him like, what's wrong with you? I'm just here looking at you. So I freehanded, the little guy, and then I went with my marker, black fine marker, and then I actually went and used different metallic colors for him, because they're, at that time, what they wear is armor, so I couldn't just draw with regular color. I wanted to make them, or make him a little bit more, like, look at me, I'm the master, and look at me, I'm gonna fight you and you're gonna die. I'm the Dragonborn. Fus Roda! That's what they say in the game. You gotta say Fus Roda to destroy the dragon, but for this little guy, it didn't work at all. So, anyway, yeah, I used my metallic gel colors, and that's how I came up with metallic colors. Because I was gonna use my distress taints, but I thought it was gonna be a little bit tricky to do that because the little guy is so little. So it was better to use, those metallic markers or pens. So now I'm giving more of a shadow with my pencil. I thought, I needed more shadows around the dragon to make him a little bit more nice. Like he's sitting there, nothing is happening. I went through the trees, creating more shadows. Everything was very, very subtle. I didn't want to bring, the coloring too much. I just wanted to create those shadows to so they don't look like they're floating, you know what I mean? So yeah, they're pretty good. I still love the door. I thought it was cool. Because the first thing when I thought about creating this page was I need a door for my castle. And the first thing that came into my mind was the birdcage from Tim Holtz. So that was kind of cool. There you go. There you see. That's my little guy fighting the dragon. And now what I'm going to do is just bring some stamps, I think, first. No. I think I'm going to draw... Yeah, that's right. I'm going to start drawing mountains on the background. Because I thought, yeah, there's mountains too. If you're a warrior in the middle of nowhere, you know, you have to have mountains, you have to have a lake, you have to have trees, you have to have a castle, you have to have a ferry, you have to have so many whimsical things, you know, and then sing along with, you know, your song of the warrior in the middle of the forest or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying things. So yeah, for that I used basically what I used was the Antiquarian and went through with the watercolor, and then I brought in my gelatos to create shadows. I have said in many videos that the gelatos are super cool for that effect. I love the way, you know, they bring shadows to my work. I love it. I've been thinking about getting more colors, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna, you know, I don't know. I don't know how they are gonna work with the rest of the page, because I'm using them like for certain things, but maybe it should be cool working with a lot of different colors. So there you see I'm going through again with my water brush, trying to give that, you know, watercolor look. And then I definitely decided to stamp uh, sentiment on my work. So I was gonna bring my small Studio G, I think they are. No, they are Hammerhampton, I think. I'm not sure. Little stamps. That's the only ones I have for lettering. I wish I have bigger ones though, because these letters are kind of little. So what I'm trying to write here says keep calm. And that's the first sentence that you're looking at. Keep calm. And then I start writing. I can't remember. There we go. Let me see if I can see what I was. Keep calm, the King. The King is the name that you are called when you go out there and, you know, try to kill a dragon in the game. So that's basically what I wrote. Keep calm, the King, and then on the bottom it says the Dragonborn. So I'm very, very happy with the page. I really liked it, and I hope you did like it too. There's a lot of techniques going on here. Maybe you learn from it, and I hope you do. And if you have any questions, like always, you should, you know, leave a comment down below. You know, you can catch me up on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. And I'm sure that I'll be around. If you ask me anything, I'll try to, you know, answer you back as soon as possible, and by all means, I'm here for that. And this was kind of a long video because, like I said, I had a lot of problems trying to create this video for some reason. The coloring took the most, but this is basically my story. This is basically my art, and this is basically my journal, and I hope really, really that you like it. So guys, as usual, if you like what you see, as always, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.